Any overall thoughts coming out of the Houston game about areas of growth for you guys as a group?
I would probably say, kind of now that we have a kind of a game under our belt, able to see some things defensively, offensively. I think for the most part, it's just about feeling comfortable with one another out there on the court. Offensively, guys being aggressive and not trying to be overly passive, and trying to make the right play all the time, instead of just playing basketball and letting it flow, letting it happen. I thought early on we was excited to be out there to get this thing going, and the excitement kind of, maybe some guys had some jitters playing against somebody else and finally getting out of training camp and on another court. But for the most part, it was just one of those games we wanted to get through. There was some positives, about that game, some things that we know that we, have to work on. But I'm pretty sure tomorrow night you'll see a totally different team after, having that one game under our belt.
You've talked a couple times now about like that passiveness, and you called, I think, like too unselfish the other night. What's the way to get better at that in between games? Like, how do you actually work on that when you're not on that?
Practice. Just practice. I think it comes down to a comfort level out there on the court, and guys kind of just doing what they do best, and kind of simplifying the game. If you have an extra pass, you make it. If you have a shot, you take it. I think letting the game dictate, kind of what decision you're going to make, and not trying to, dictate it before it even happens. For example, myself, it was one time where Paul hit me, Paul George hit me out the corner on the wing, and I had a wide open shot, and I tried to give it back to him, and it was almost a shot I gave it to him with 2-3 seconds on the clock. And I know that's something that I hate, getting the ball with 2-3 seconds on the clock, so I didn't want to put him into that in that position. So that's just one example. I meant when we're trying to be too unselfish with one another, but it's going to happen. It's going to click, but we just have to simplify the game. When you're open, you shoot it. If somebody's open, you make the extra pass, and we got to simplify the game.